Hot take, you should not feel guilty about spending money. I know, that's not what most financial experts will tell you. They are usually focused on trying to get you to spend as little money as possible. And as women in particular, we constantly receive messages that we are irresponsible and frivolous with money. But at the same time, we're also being hit with over 6,000 ads a day trying to get us to spend our money. Now, I'm not a proponent of reckless spending, but most of the financial education towards women focuses on shopping less, not on things like, I don't know, how to invest or save enough money for retirement. And as a result, a lot of us feel guilty when we spend money. We feel guilty for spending too much money, for not saving enough, or for spending money on the wrong things. And I'm gonna tell you right now, this is dumb. It's just dumb. I mean, you work so hard for your money, and the purpose of money is to help you enjoy your life. It's a tool to make life easier. So feeling guilty is not a requirement when you spend money. And I'm gonna tell you right now, you are not bad with money. You are not an irresponsible person. Maybe you just haven't been taught how to manage your money effectively. Today, I am going to help you ditch the spending guilt and start to enjoy a positive, healthy relationship with money. We're gonna talk about my top tips to stop feeling guilty about spending money. Hey, I'm Lorianne, I am a money coach, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel so you don't miss videos like this. Okay, step number one to stop feeling guilty about spending money: know your financial goal. If you don't know what you're trying to achieve financially, then you have no idea if the decisions you are making about your money are good decisions or bad decisions. You don't know if they are taking you closer to your goal or further because you don't know what your goal is. And my favorite definition of a goal comes from Gary Keller, the real estate mogul. He says, the purpose of a goal is to help you determine the appropriate action to take in the present moment. It is to help us to know what to do right now. So once you determine your financial goal, it becomes way easier to make better financial decisions. All right, second thing you need to do to stop feeling guilty about spending money is to set a monthly target for that goal. So in order for your goal to help alleviate the guilt that comes with spending money, it needs to be specific. It isn't enough to just set the goal of getting out of debt. You need to know on a monthly basis how much you want to be contributing to paying off your debt. Or it's not enough to just set the goal of I want to invest more, you gotta know how much more. Now, when you have that level of specificity, okay, you can decide how aggressively you want to pursue your goal and how fast you want to achieve that goal. If you want to go fast, you set a higher monthly target. If you want to go slower and have more room for spending, you set a lower monthly target. It'll take you longer to achieve the goal that way, but as long as you stick to the target, you will actually achieve it. So set one. Set a monthly target that is going to get you to your goal. This is either an amount of debt you're going to pay off each month, an amount of money you'll save each month, or an amount of money you're contributing to your investments on a monthly basis. You need a monthly target. The goal's got to get broken down into a monthly target so that you know if you are on track or off track at any given point in time, because this is what helps you make those daily spending decisions. If you are on track to hit your monthly target, then you can spend your money freely, guilt-free. If you're off track, then you know you need to alter a few things and change your spending. And even better, the way I love to do this is to just move the money that you need to hit your monthly target out of your account first. Like, take it off the table. That way you know you've already done what you need to do to hit your top financial goal, and the rest of the money in your account you can spend without feeling guilty because you have already done what you need to do to take care of future you. Okay, third thing to stop feeling guilty when you spend money is to create a weekly money ritual. If you've been on the channel, you know I talk about this a lot, but a weekly money ritual is crucial to maintaining your financial wellness. A weekly money ritual is simply an hour that you set aside every week to manage your money. You keep track of how much money is going in and out of your bank account every week. This keeps you grounded in the reality of your financial situation. And if finances make you feel stressed, if you're someone who avoids looking at your bank account statement, I understand. I have been there. And we have a video on how to make a pleasurable weekly money ritual so that this doesn't feel so confronting. But it's really important that you do this because a lot of our guilty emotions come in when we actually just have a lack of clarity. We don't know what our financial situation is, and so we feel a little bit scared when we spend money. But when you stay close to your numbers, this makes your spending feel a lot less scary because you understand the financial picture, and it's way easier to make the best financial decisions. If you want to learn more about that weekly money ritual and how to set one up, one that you will actually look forward to, we've got a full video on that, and I will leave a link in the description. I've also built a checklist that you can download to help you make the most of that weekly money ritual with instructions on what to do during that time. The next thing to do to stop feeling guilty is to identify the triggers of your guilty feelings. So if you've done the first steps I already said, if you have a clear goal, if you have a monthly target and you're on track with it, but you still feel guilty when you're spending money, it's time to do a little healing on your relationship to money. And the healing process starts with awareness. Begin to notice the feelings of guilt and what causes them. Most people don't feel guilty every time they spend money, only on certain types of purchases. Maybe it's on things that you want, but you don't really need. Or maybe it's on things that seem expensive. Or maybe it's only once the thing you're buying is over a certain dollar amount. Or maybe you feel guilty spending money to hire help, but you don't feel guilty spending money to buy things, right? Get some awareness around what your unique triggers are that start to drive up these guilty feelings associated with spending money. Once you have that awareness, you can do the next step. Address the root cause. Now you know what kind of spending makes you feel guilty. Reflect on why you might feel guilty when you spend in that way. It can be helpful to ask yourself these kinds of questions. When is the first time you remember having that feeling? Where did you learn that it wasn't okay to spend money like that? Or do you have a belief that people like you shouldn't spend money like that? Whose voice do you hear when you have those guilty thoughts? And is feeling guilty helping you or hurting you? Then you can do step 6. You can replace those guilty feelings. Now, if you are spending in a way that conflicts with you hitting your financial goals and you feel guilty, that's not necessarily a bad thing. Those guilty feelings are acting as a warning system that your behavior is incongruent and out of alignment with your goals, and you should pay attention to them. However, if you're spending in a way that allows you to still hit your financial goals, but you are still feeling guilty, then this is just a learned and repeated reaction, and it's time to replace it because it isn't any upside to you feeling guilty. It's not helping you change your behavior, and it's not even behavior that you need to change. So I want you to write a new mantra, something that you can say to yourself in those moments where you notice the guilt creep in. Something like, I'm taking care of my future self by hitting my monthly target, and with this purchase, I'm taking care of my present self too. Or, it is okay for me to enjoy my money and take care of my future. I can do both. Final thoughts, I want you to remember that money is a tool. It was designed to make our lives easier, and life is meant to be enjoyed. So releasing yourself from guilt is crucial to building a positive relationship with money. And a positive relationship with money is essential to building wealth. If this video was helpful, be sure to hit the like button. And if you want to learn more about how to save, how to invest, and make the most of your money, be sure to hit subscribe and the notification bell so you don't miss our future videos.